if you like fantasy stories and Scandinavian mythology, this is for you. If you like watercolors, this is for you. I think it's really a very niche type of deck for a certain type of person. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Phoenix Inn. Today we're going to be unboxing a new tarot card deck. So I have with me the Beowulf Oracle. It's a Scandinavian based deck, and it's something I really enjoy because I really like Tales of the Norse Gods. I like Scandinavia. I also like Skyrim, things of that nature. It's a wisdom from the Northern Kingdoms, and I don't really see this deck in too many stores. It's mostly online. It has a very unique art style. It kind of reminds me of really old watercolor type paintings. It's very beautiful, and I got into it just because of the pure Norse aesthetic. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this, and we're gonna take a quick look at it. Also, I'm sorry for any noise that you might hear. I just upgraded my mic, and it still picks up like little things, like it's in my jacket, so you might hear like the material of my jacket. Okay, so there we go, fully unboxed. And if you guys can see, this is some of the art on the back. It's very beautiful. And I'm gonna go ahead and open it and tell you guys what I think. Oh, it's actually sliding. So it slides out like that. And this is the book that it comes with. Very beautiful. It looks like they have just the sword and they take out the dragon. That's a very nice contrast. So I'm not gonna go too in depth or too in detail about a lot of this. I'm just gonna like tell you guys what I think about the cards itself, and maybe I'll do like a 3-card draw. And I'm actually surprised this doesn't have many cards in it. This does not have many cards in it. It's very limited. But I got this because besides the whole northern style, I got it because I wanted something to do divine masculine readings. This is Beowulf himself, the card. I don't know if you guys can see that, if it's focusing. And then we have Brecca. I'll just read out a couple more. I'm not even gonna attempt this one, but it's very cool. And then we have Grendel, which seems to be like some kind of monster. I could be wrong. But yeah, these are the cards, and I like how they are very watercolor-like. It could be something completely different. It doesn't even have to be watercolor, but I think they're very beautiful. I think they're very nice and muted tones. I really like it. I really think this could be cool for my divine masculine readings, and I can't wait to go ahead and learn it. We have the sword. I hope I get better with pronouncing these names. Hunting. I hope I'm saying that right. I should be better at this because I'm really into Norse tales and Scandinavian mythology, and you'd think I'd be better with this, but I don't know all of the names of the gods. I do know Erd. That one's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and clear some of this up so I can do maybe like a quick little reading. Then I'll go into my ideas about this deck, if I like it or not. I'll get to that at the end of the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle. And I didn't plan on doing any readings for this or for my channel for a while. Just not at the point yet where I can do readings and people just come onto my channel and find them. it seems like I need to slowly build up to that. But I do have one video of a tarot reading that if you are part of this channel, whether it's now or in the future or in the far future, it's something related to the channel, so you can go check out that video and there could be a reading related to you if you are part of this channel. It could be something for you, it could vibe with you, you never know. So go ahead and check that out. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this a little bit more, and then I'm going to cut it. In 3, and then I'm just going to place that. And now I'm going to go ahead and do a quick reading. So bear with me because this is not something I'm very used to with these names. And we have Unferth. I'm going to be doing this for the channel itself, so I guess you can say this is a Divine Masculine reading really quick for some of the viewers. And now we have the Wailing Widow. I hope you guys can see that. I'm going to go ahead and draw one final card, which is Hygelac. I hope I'm saying that right. Also, you guys, the card backs on these are very nice. I really like them. So let's get on with the reading. You know, I'm going to have to use the book. I'm going to go to Unferth, which is the first card, and we're doing past, present, and future. We have Unferth, and they have a nice picture right there. It's a very huge picture. He is the Thane of Hrogarth and one of the few men to have survived Grendel's attacks upon Heorot and the Danes. Unferth's faith and courage are not doubted by his clan, but his skill with the sword is questionable. Whether he is unable or unwilling to fight Grendel is unclear. However, his presence in Heorot, quite alive and rather bitter, suggests that he does not have a clear vision as Beowulf. Yet, it is Unferth who will gift Beowulf with Hrunting, a mighty blade, and eventually hail Beowulf as the savior of the Danes. What I'm getting from this card, from channeling the Divine Masculine, is that there is something that you are trying to do, that you're trying to provide, but you can't provide it. And it's something emotionally that you're holding on to that you don't need to hold on to anymore, you need to let go of. And maybe you can circle back to whatever this thing is. It could be a hobby, it could be a career, it can be an idea. And that's what I'm getting from this card, is that you need to circle back to whatever it is that you are attempting to do. And it's not that it's not for you, but you just need some time to get back to that career or hobby, whatever it might be. With that being said, this provides more of a story than it does like a depiction of what the cards are saying. So it's really up to the reader to be able to quickly adapt and understand what the cards are saying. And I quickly got that from just the little story and the cards from the Divine Masculine. I got that there's something that needs to be let go of. Next, we're going to read the Wailing Widow. And this is the present card. The Wailing Widow. Beowulf's funeral is both a sorrowful occasion and a magnificent celebration of his life. The Geats mourn their brave ring-giver, while the tribe also comes to terms with the betrayal of Beowulf's warband during the dragon battle. As 12 of Beowulf's faithful warriors ride around his burial mound, chanting a dirge, a lone female, a widow and a woman of woe, stands nearby. Her hair is bound for mourning as she too sings a song of lament for Beowulf. This clear distinction of this figure as a widow could be translated to mean that she is none other than Beowulf's widow. So presently, what I'm getting from this card and how it's connected to Unferth, which is the past card, is that whatever you are trying to do with your Divine Masculine energy, you already probably have let go of it in the past, and in the present you're mourning whatever it might be. And again, it could be a career, it could be a hobby, it could be something that you really want to do. You are mourning that right now, and it's kind of, the cards in the Divine Masculine are saying that you are on the right path and you're not really struggling with letting go of this thing. You're just mourning it because you probably really want to get to it, and there's just no obvious path right now. but hopefully there will be. Let's see, we're gonna read the Hygelac. We're gonna read that. That's the future card. So here we have Hygelac, and this is the future card. The Jedish king was the son of Hrethel and brother to Beowulf's mother, making him the hero's blood uncle and foster brother. Hygelac is a mighty warrior and a battle leader as well. His role as a warrior who was blessed by the gods was perhaps best exemplified when he arrived just in time to save a group of Jedish warriors who were being overrun by the Swedish thanes of King Ongentheow. The Old English word Geldor, which means incantation or charm, is used to describe the horn upon the Hygelac blows when he arrives to the battlefield. So what I'm getting from this card is that there will be some kind of battle with yourself and some kind of struggle as to what you want to do. So it's seeming like there's going to be two different things that you come up with, two different options, whether it's a career or a hobby. And again, that's just what I'm getting. It could be anything, and you as the viewer will know whatever that might be. And whatever it might be, you might find something new, and you might struggle to decide which one to pursue. And ultimately, because of this channel, I will say you can always pursue both, but you know your time better than I do. And if you want to choose one over the other, one career or hobby, whatever it might be, over the other, go ahead and do so. That's what the divine message is saying. And either way, there's going to be something for you. And this message isn't just for men, it can be for women, for anyone in between, you know, literally for any human being, any spiritual being. Divine masculine and feminine readings are not just for, you know, divine masculine for male or divine feminine for female. We all have both energies within us, and this is for everyone. This reading is not just for one person or for one gender, it's for everyone. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and continue with the review. So with this deck, I immediately did not like that it was very few cards, and that was something that kind of bothered me. But the more I went with it, I kind of liked that it was like very minimal cards. And the reason is, and this could just be like an observation that I find, and you might not have to agree with me, I kind of find that since it is a male type of deck, like a male energy deck, it's very fitting that it's like very few cards, just simple, straight to the point. And it's more about telling a story, I find, than it is like for doing very deep readings. But depending on the reader, you can go very deep, like I did, where I was able to interpret each card with my own energy. Would I recommend this deck to people? I think it really depends. Like if it's your first deck, I wouldn't recommend this to you if it's for your first deck, because they do have like guide or how to interpret the readings, how to set up the readings, but it's very story driven. Like with this last card, the Hygelac card, it was just all like a run-on text, and I couldn't really take a breath, so I just had to keep going. And you know, that's just one of the cards that I saw that did that. But you want something quick and efficient if you're gonna go for your first deck. You don't want something that's like a run-on. But if you really do like the style, which I really like it, I find it very relaxing. It reminds me of like going to museums and just being so chill and calm, and looking at all the beautiful watercolor paintings, like the Monet paintings, or like the old Scandinavian paintings. But I would recommend this deck to someone who really likes Scandinavian mythology. That's who I'd recommend this deck to. People who like Scandinavian mythology, and you know, people who like stories. If you like fantasy stories and Scandinavian mythology, this is for you. If you like watercolors, this is for you. It's really, I think it's really a very niche type of deck for a certain type of person. But if you have many decks and you really like, for example, Skyrim, I'm a gamer, I like Skyrim, I like the aesthetic of, you know, the North. If you really like that, then go ahead and get this deck. Another reason why I decided to get this is because I am a manga artist, and My manga is about mythology, and it combines mythology and religion and spirituality. And part of that is Norse mythology. Like a huge chunk of my manga is about Norse mythology. I also have a video game that I'm working on, and I have a few Norse characters that I finished, but it ended up being such a huge project that I couldn't handle it at this time. But that's my personal reasons for going for this deck, for like the watercolor vibes, the Skyrim vibes, the Scandinavian vibes, the Scandinavian mythology, the Norse mythology. That's my reasoning for going with this deck. And I kind of do appreciate that it's very few cards. I find that if you are working with male energy, I think you might like this deck. That's pretty much everything. You know, I'm going to take a picture of this and post it on the community so you can take a look at it, and you can always reference it if you need to. Again, I didn't plan on doing a reading, but it just so happened that I did. I will do more readings as, you know, I build more subscribers, and from there on, you know, I'll figure it out. But from now, it's just going to be mostly advice videos and things of that nature. But thank you guys for joining me. I hope you really enjoyed, you know, my review for this deck. And I hope you like the little, you know, uniqueness that it brings with the very minimal cards and the relaxing vibes of watercolor. So thank you guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.